Modern Warfare 3 is the game you get when you take honest criticism and you decide to give the players what they want. The fans thought the movement was too stilted, so they made running, jumping, and sliding more fluid and allow you to slide cancel now. The people thought the time to kill was too short, so they increased the health from 100 to 150 and lowered the damage on things like the lower body. The enthusiasts hated the new maps and just wanted the old stuff to come back. So they did just that, and they gave us all of the old maps. The guns keep that same power from Modern Warfare 2, but are less realistic and more arcadey. It allows them to experiment with cooler looking guns, better attachments, and specifically, reticles. The movement combined with the updated and upgraded maps makes it incredibly fun to run and jump around, and you can actually take real gunfights with the increased health. The create a class system is intricate but very easy to use. Pick 10 is still the best system ever invented.
It was perfect, but no, you just had to blow it up. You and your pride and your ego.
And Gunsmith is back and simplified, so you only have to use your gun to get your gun's attachments. But despite all of these good, great, massive improvements, the open beta fucking sucked. I'm not sure if you guys know this, but we aren't living in the old times anymore. People can now play games for money. And I'm not talking just for $20 and a bag of oranges, okay? We're talking thousands, hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions. You can set yourself up for life by winning in an online game. So naturally, people are gonna try to win. But not everyone is gonna have this mindset. Not everyone is going to see this game as a job. And as a result, it shatters the community into a bunch of different groups that each want something different out of the game. Some people are in the big leagues and just want nothing out of the game but balance. Some people are trying to get into esports and they just have to practice in my lobbies for some reason.
I can't fucking compete!
Some people just want to get good enough to say that they could make it if they really wanted to, but they had to focus on a real job and, you know, their hands just aren't as good as they used to be, and I was hungry and, you know, I had to vacuum the ceiling and blah, 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 blah. I wonder who that could be. You have some people that aren't that good, but they still want to play to win. You got some people that aren't good at all and just want to have fun. You have good players that don't care about winning at all, high-level players that handicap on purpose to have fun, people who come home after work and just want to chill for the one free hour they have, and so on and so on. So with all of these not new, but certainly popularized groups, the problem for Activision changed from how do we make a competitive game fun to how do we make this competitive game fun for everyone. And this isn't a problem specifically for Call of Duty. This is a problem that comes up for any and every game that features some or any level of PvP at all. League of Legends, Street Fighter V, Team Fortress 2, Left 4 Dead, Super Auto Pets, Among Us. Every single game that has you fight or play against another human has the conundrum of preventing the two worlds of for fun and play to win from clashing against each other constantly. And I'm not going to throw my head into the ring here and say which one is better. From a business standpoint, siding with casual means it's easier for people to pick up and enjoy your game, and it keeps an influx of new players flowing. On the other hand, siding with competitive means you can show off an esports scene, which keeps die-hard fans happy and could even help advertise to a new audience. Either one works, and I enjoy games on both sides. But Call of Duty just so happens to stand out for everyone because almost everyone has had a history with it. Remembering the old days of one-man army noob tubes, heartbeat sensor ACRs, trick shotting, ninja diffuses, hopping in an 8-person party chat, and playing Infected after school or after work. There's a big difference between the casual then and the competitive now, and people love to remember what COD used to be, and get frustrated or sad that Call of Duty just isn't like that anymore. It's not the same game. That and the fact that COD fucking sucks at balancing these two worlds. Most games give you what they call a silent MMR. This ranking goes up or down based on whether you win or lose, and how well you did even if you did lose. Most games keep this movement to a minimum, meaning even if you win or lose, you're still playing against people only slightly above or slightly below your MMR. And this keeps the games fun and balanced. Most games also put MMR as a secondary factor when you queue up for casual game modes. opting instead to prioritize just the best connection. Nobody actually knows how skill-based matchmaking works in Call of Duty, but what I will tell you is that it feels like it's completely dependent on the previous game and the previous game only. If you do well, congratulations! Your prize is playing against 11 other sweats who have never seen the light of day in their entire fucking life. After losing the hardest you've ever lost in your entire life, your prize is playing against 11 other people who have never picked up a controller in their entire life. Even in the beta, where I thought I wouldn't feel the effects of skill-based matchmaking at all, I was bouncing between 24-2 and 2-57 games constantly. The esports players don't get real practice, the bad players don't get to play the game at all, and all of the people in the middle are in this bouncy castle of shitty games, getting the worst of both worlds. And this problem sucks the most because the solution is so simple. Nobody, not a single person that I know or has heard on any video I've ever seen likes skill-based matchmaking. Make it better or turn it off. Just use connection-based matchmaking. But no. They insist on putting it in every new game under some ignorant belief it's helping someone. It isn't. And unfortunately, Activision has made it very clear it's not going anywhere anytime soon. Apart from the worst balancing idea ever conceived by a human, this game just doesn't know who it wants to appeal to. Modern Warfare 3 took honest criticism and decided to give the fans what they want. But the fans all wanted something different. The new maps are great, and some of them are arguably better than the originals. But the originals were inherently unbalanced. You could stand on a single roof in favela and see the entire map. You can kill a guy through a wall within 3 seconds on high rise. Rust exists. These maps were not meant to be balanced for both sides, but they pushed for all these objective game modes, better hard points, improved control, 3v3v3 with revives on maps that just can't support them. Casuals and the old timers are really gonna love running around on these old classics, but the competitive players are gonna get really annoyed trying to play objective with shitty spawns and broken maps. Competitive players are going to love the upgraded movement, but the casuals are going to hate trying to hit these fucking mosquitoes flying around their screen. Both casual and competitive players are going to love the improved guns, the streamlined gunsmith, and the plethora of options when creating guns and classes. But both players are gonna hate it when a Best Guns for Modern Warfare 3 release video blows up 2 days after the game comes out, and everyone is running around with an MP5 with 60 rounds, the range of a sniper rifle, absolutely no recoil whatsoever, and somehow still having more movement speed than the knife. So it's been 3 days, officially, since Modern Warfare 3 came out. And I delayed this video to prove my own point that I'm going to find a best class video that has some broken gun that everyone is going to use. I haven't looked anything up yet. We're going to do this live. I could be wrong. I have a feeling I probably won't be. Let's just go ahead. Modern Warfare 3 best class setup. Perfect. First thing that pops up, by the way. Low recoil, fastest time to kill, meta guns, Modern Warfare 3. What is the best gun? The God gun in Modern Warfare 3, #1 SVA 545 setup. 1 day ago, it's November 13th. That's officially 2 days after the game's release. This is the one. Jesus Christ. Is this hardcore? No, it's not. The HUD is still here. There's no... Okay. You killed like 5 people in one spray. What? What the hell? Okay. People are going to be using that gun, so... You know, if you actually decide to buy that game for some reason, you know, good luck with that. So who is this game for? Is it for the competitive players that are gonna hate playing on unbalanced maps with flashy skins and broken guns? Or is it for the casual players that are going to hate playing a toned down and balanced version of an old game with broken guns? Fucking no one. The best games know their audience, and they favor one side over the other. And in their attempt to please everyone, this game pleases no one. And despite me saying earlier that the open beta was very frustrating, believe me, it was, I actually had a lot of fun. If the game went full arcade mode, it would be great. Or if it took a page from Modern Warfare 2's book and went full realistic, it could still be great. But it opted instead for this weird middle ground of kind of arcadey, but still sorta realistic. A weird middle ground of not that old, but you know, not that new either. Crazy, but not too crazy. The game has made a lot of improvements, but these improvements go nowhere and stand directly in between both sides of this PvP tug of war. And it still has skill-based matchmaking. Sure, I haven't seen anything about the campaign. I really liked the campaign of Modern Warfare 2. I saw the full campaign. It was pretty bad. And the open world zombie mode could be good. Very well could be great. I've also seen the open world zombie mode. It also looks pretty bad. I'm not gonna spend $70 to maybe get a competitive experience or maybe get a casual one. Maybe I'll get a game that improves on the past, or maybe get a game that tries something new. And probably get none of the above. Then I'd recommend you do the same. No, I'm gonna spend $0, I'm gonna open up Roblox, and I'm gonna play the best FPS game ever invented. Bad business. I'm not joking when I say that, by the way. This Roblox game is legitimately really good. You just gotta believe me, please. You just gotta believe me. You just gotta believe me.